I just go after blue belts in jiu-jitsu. You don't see that very often, you know. It's always like...
I like the competition.
Yeah, exactly, you know. You know, when I kill somebody, I want them to also kill me. So I wanted it to be like I'm a serial killer who really is into this, you know. Hey, you know, it is what it is. I just... No, I will say, like, you just start it. Thanks. Let me take this real quick. So, you know, it's like the serial killers, you know, they really don't, they like an easy mark, which is horrible, because that just shows you their personality, you know. But, okay, so that would make sense for Richard Ramirez to be roaming the streets of Los Angeles during the 80s. Because every dystopian movie about the fall of American culture seemed to happen 80s LA.
All he needed to do was buy somebody $20 worth of drugs, get a bottle of alcohol, you know, start a baby at a bar. There's so many bars in downtown, man. Downtown Los Angeles has an interesting story, man.
Tell us about.
So there's another story, not too far from there.
Okay.
At the Alexandria.
Alexandria, okay.
Alexandria Hotel. So in that building, you used to have a guy named Bobby Valentino. He was like the Tom Cruise of his era.
Okay.
Like around the time of what you would call Charlie Chaplin.
Bobby Valentino.
Bobby Valentino.
You look about Christine, please.
Let's see. Rudy Valentino?
No, Bobby Valentino.
Bobby Valentino. Oh, wow.
Yeah, just cut him when you find him.
So
okay,
he got murdered by one of his mistresses.
Okay.
And so he got I guess she sliced his neck.
Wow. With the razor, you think?
Yeah.
Like shaving him? Like
no, most likely a knife.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
A sharp knife. So for some reason, I was working in that building when the lease was finished, because this guy was like famous in Hollywood.
Okay.
You know, and I guess you could say at the same time it was him, and then you could have Charlie Chaplin, and that's another story. But
okay,
Charlie didn't live too far from there, man.
Okay.
But when we went to that unit, man, the whole floor was a bed. This guy was the
whole floor was a bed.
He was a player, man, like in his era, man.
So wow, this is during the time of sort of had, you know, they always front during that time. That was a time of conformity or class. And but you want to say something, Christine?
I'm scanning for Bobby Valentino. I see a British singer.
Go to a Murder at Alexandria.
Okay.
Wow, so that's debaucherous. I heard Charlie Chaplin was allegedly very debaucherous too.
That's another thing. Charlie Chaplin lived at, which is today the El Dorado building.
El Dorado.
So there's a hotel called Le Petit right now. And it's the dog park right in between.
Okay.
So then you have the Royal Hotel. But that very top floor was actually leased by Charlie Chaplin. As what you would call was a lot of the top floor for Alexandria by Valentino.
So they would lease these top floors and have their swinging wild parties there, or?
Yeah. These guys, I'm telling you, downtown, even the theater on Broadway,
okay.
Los Angeles Theater, that place has history, man. Like, even Einstein, like when they first opened up, if you ever get an opportunity of going inside that theater, man, they do a lot of filming there, man.
The Los Angeles Theater?
Yeah, on Broadway, the one on Broadway, right in between 6th and 7th.
6th and 7th?
Yeah.
Okay, on Broadway.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
I've been there. It is beautiful.
It's beautiful, man.
Used to watch old movies.
Yeah.
It's
Wait, did you go down to the old room at the very bottom?
Well,
because they let you walk around.
I'm hoping we're talking about the same cinema. It's a cinema that shows old Hollywood classics,
vintage
classics.
Yeah. But in downtown Los Angeles.
It was downtown Los Angeles,
on Broadway.
And it was supposed to have been reopened. It was on Broadway.
Yeah,
that must be it.
They opened them up for a while. They opened up all the theaters, but for about a whole year, right before COVID, they opened them up. Used to have all kinds of people just show up there and watch old school movies.
I think I've seen that theater.
It was a movie with Orson Welles starring in it. And he played a sheriff.
Orson Welles played a sheriff?
It was incredible. I can't think of the name of the movie. It was incredible.
Oh, it was incredible. Why can't you remember the name of the movie?
No, my memory escapes me, and I'm a big Orson Welles fan.
Listen, you just referenced Orson Welles.
Let me find that movie. Orson Welles playing a sheriff.
Orson Welles playing a sheriff. Yeah, that's so random.
Incredible in it.
Okay,
but yeah, man, downtown has an interesting and rich history there. The way it was built and why it was built there, because all the trains. So it was a place that just kind of what you would call had everybody just bunched into
commingling
to one area. Yeah,
all kinds of people, the rich to the evil to the Skid Row. Because Skid Row's been around for a while, hasn't it? Christine, you found something?
Yes, Touch of Evil. That's the name of the movie.
Touch of Evil. Orson Welles is the sheriff. Hey, there's actually a Chinese movie called Touch of Evil that's very good, but we won't go into that. It's very good. Touch of Evil, if you get a chance. It's Chinese cinema, Touch of Evil. So Orson Welles plays a sheriff in Touch of Evil. Very interesting.
And he directed it and wrote the screenplay.
Okay, well, that's a little too much about Orson Welles. I don't want to hear about Orson Welles. So, all the trains. Let's go back to the Cecil just for a second. Let's go back there. Okay, so I think you told me when we were talking one time you fell asleep in that penthouse and something happened. Well, what happened? Tell us about
man,
it.
It's what people call that sleep paralysis stuff.
Sleep paralysis. Okay, well, tell us exactly what happened.
You feel like somebody's like wrestling with you,
okay,
or like fighting with you, but there's nobody really in the building. So, like I was telling you, before that Cecil Hotel was ever built there, who knows what was there,
Okay.
And then that same building was built there, so there's a negative energy there, man.
Okay, so there's already a dark energy, low frequency energy. Okay.
Yeah, and it's just over the years, man. You could just Google stuff out, man, or the stories that security guards must have gone through there,
Okay.
That building's been there for a while, man, and it was named after one of the what I say is the world's biggest what you would call dirt bag.
Cecil
Rhodes, man.
Cecil Rhodes.
Yeah, from the Rhodes Scholars, man.
Could you look that up, Christine? Yeah. Cecil Rhodes.
So
why do you say this a big scumbag? Why do you say he's a dirtbag? Rhodes is a pretty nice name.
Because he actually, the situations that we're in now.
Okay.
He's actually the one that funded everything.
Oh, tell us about it. Very interesting. So the Cecil Hotel, Cecil Rhodes, actually put us in the, is it the economic dilemma, the cultural dilemma? What dilemma that we're in right now? We're in a few of them. So which one would you say?
He believed in a certain way of doing things.
Like what way?
What you would call implanting people.
Impacting people?
No, implanting them like in position of power.
Okay.
Through education.
Okay, interesting.
So
Rhodes Scholar. Okay.
Yeah. So one of his biggest, what you would call like protege and all that, was actually Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. Okay, hold on 1 second before Bill Clinton. Read us the information on Cecil Rhodes, please.
Oh, let's see. Cecil Rhodes was a British mining magnate
and
politician in southern Africa. Who served as Prime Minister of the Cape Colony from 1890 to 1896.
Okay.
Ardent believer in British imperialism.
Well, okay. Putting people in power.
Exactly. Rhodes and his British South Africa company founded the Southern African Territory of Rhodesia, now we know as Zimbabwe and Zambia. Also, the company was named after him. We also have Rhodes University.
University.
His renown, I guess, preceded him. We're getting all these incredible, things.
That's Rhodes Scholar.
Been named after him, exactly. He also put efforts into building the Cape to Cairo Railway through British territory. So I guess he understood the importance of, having transportation.
A Pan-African railroad system.
Exactly.
Controlled in South Africa.
Rhodes set up the provisions of the Rhodes Scholarship, which is funded by his estate.
He left his estate for the purpose of what's happening now.
With the institution of political agenda into politics.
He's fund everything.
Education. So education to lead to
politicians.
Control.
Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing. So Cecil Rhodes and the Cecil Rhodes Hotel that set up the Rhodes Scholar, and the Rhodes Scholar, as JaySlay is saying, is Bill Clinton. Wow, look how all that ties in together.
And he was the president that during his time, what you will call, there was what I was talking to you about the transfer of technology. It was transferred to China.
Well, Bill Clinton also did the prison. Was it Bill Clinton the prison to school pipeline?
Yeah,
that was under Clinton as well, right? So that's amazing. So Cecil Rhodes set up to dominate education and put in his influence and sort of his sort of dogmatic approach to doing things. Then you had Rhodes University, which offers the Rhodes Scholarship, which is very prestigious, to get the best minds around the world. So you're going to bring the best minds in for this indoctrination, the best minds. Like, I don't know, Bill Clinton must be they said he was a country boy, but he's not a country boy with a Rhodes Scholarship. So, but then Bill Clinton, what he did was he did sort of infiltrate culturally politics. But then he implemented a lot of control, prison, sentences, and the prison school pipeline.
But he was likable. People liked him.
Well, exactly. If you want
the way he would talk, so you see all these politicians, or even people at the World Bank, or top positions in the military.
Okay.
You know, it's all the same thing. So that means that he has, like you said, his ideology, his point of view. It's in religion, education, financial, and military. So that's his stronghold that he left. He had so much money, man. Like you saw the stuff that's happening in Africa now.
Mm-hmm.
All stuff that happened with Africa. Africa is a rich nation. It has elements. It has everything. But what has happened to it is it's been getting raped for a very long time.
So who do you think has more influence around the world, Getty or Rhodes?
Well, see, he was from a different time, you know. So I say Rhodes. Rhodes actually planted the seeds for everything that is happening now.
The seeds. It's just amazing how.
And then that's the name of the hotel, the Cecil Hotel. It was named after him.
So it's named after him.
It's dedicated to him. So
it's dedicated to him. So you know, could start up again.